Welcome, everyone. This presentation will walk you through how to access and implement the SEL curriculum for the 2025-2026 school year. We'll focus on using Quaver and CharacterStrong for primary and elementary grades and make sure you're ready to start the year smoothly with the right resources and supports. The first step to successfully using the SEL curriculum is to make sure you are logged into the platforms that you will be using, again, Quaver or CharacterStrong. Let's go ahead and start with Quaver. If you already have a Quaver account, click on the link in the blue circle and follow the directions provided. When prompted, enter the Aldine 2025-2026 Teacher Access Code for your campus, which is Q8QAS5. Be sure to use your district email address for registration. Once logged in, you could go ahead and begin exploring your assigned lessons. If you need to create a Quaver account, go ahead and click on the link in the red circle. Enter the Aldine 2025-2026 Teacher Access Code for your campus and select Continue. Complete the forms to complete your account setup and create a strong password. Once registered, go ahead and log in and you can begin exploring your assigned lessons. Now let's go ahead and move on to CharacterStrong. For all users, new and returning, the first thing is you want to look for an email from support@characterstrong.com. The email subject line will state you've been invited, join CharacterStrong. Open the email and click the invitation button icon. Follow the prompts to create or activate your personal teacher account. Be sure to use your district email address for registration. If you didn't receive the invite, check your spam or junk folder. If you still can't find it, just complete this short form to request a new invite. Once you log in, you'll land on your educator dashboard, and from there, you can explore curriculum content, SEL resources, and professional development tools designed just for you. Now let's review some general notes and logistics for implementing SEL instruction with fidelity across the district. An important best practice is to ensure you are logged into the platform being used for seamless access as you navigate the links in the scope and sequence. First thing, prepare for daily lessons. We're asking all teachers to review each SEL lesson before delivering it. This ensures you're familiar with the content, can gather any necessary materials, and are prepared to have meaningful discussions with your students. Preparing in advance also helps with transitions and increases student engagement. The next thing is usage expectations. Teachers should deliver 15 to 30 minutes of SEL instruction each day. This can be a dedicated SEL block, a morning meeting, or embedded within your classroom routines. The key is consistency. SEL must be seen as a daily priority to help students build awareness, relationships, and coping strategies. Now, if you're having login issues, whether it's with accessing Quaver or CharacterStrong, please use the curriculum login issues link to log your issue. And this form goes directly to our support team who can quickly help troubleshoot and resolve your issues. Now, here's what you'll see when you access the scope and sequence slide deck. This example is from the primary, pre-K, and kindergarten scope and sequence. On each slide, you will see from the top the designated week. In this example, this will be week 1. You will also see the date range. So for example, this will be for August 11th through August 15th. On each slide, you will also see the grade levels. So for example, we have pre-K and kindergarten. And then at the bottom of the slide, you also see the SEL theme. And in this case, it is respect. Also on each slide, you will see the platform that we are using. So in this case, we will be using Quaver for this particular lesson. For most weeks, pre-kindergarten through 5th grade will be using Quaver as a primary platform. However, once per month, we will embed a CharacterStrong lesson into the scope and sequence. Those CharacterStrong weeks will be clearly marked, and an example will be provided later in the presentation. Be sure to review which platform you're using each week and preview the lesson in advance so that you are adequately prepared. This slide shows what the elementary view will look like in the scope and sequence. It includes grades 1 through 5 with direct links to each grade level lesson. Each grade has its own developmentally appropriate content. Just like in the primary view, you'll see the week, the date range, and the SEL theme for that week, along with the platform being used at the bottom. Each grade lesson is clearly organized, and the structure remains consistent throughout the year. Now let's walk through what a Quaver lesson may look like once you access it. Once you click on your grade level to access the week's curriculum through the scope and sequence, the full lesson for the week will launch automatically in Quaver once you're logged in. To plan your 15 to 30-minute daily instruction for that week, click on the Summary tab at the bottom of the screen. Once that launches, scroll all the way down, and what you will see is a summary of what the week should look like. This is a key tool as it breaks down the full weekly lesson into daily segments. Each day, you'll be able to see exactly which part of the lesson to deliver, including activities, videos, songs, and discussion points. This breakdown makes it easier to manage your 15 to 30 minutes of SEL daily, while also ensuring that students receive the full benefit of the weekly theme. Be sure to preview each day's content in advance so you feel confident and prepared. This slide looks very similar to what you've seen for pre-K, and that is intentional. The structure remains the same. You'll still see the week, you'll still see the date range, you'll still see the SEL theme and the grade level lesson links, and in this case, we have pre-K and kindergarten. The key difference here is that this is an example of a CharacterStrong week. You'll know it's a CharacterStrong week because the platform will be clearly labeled right on the slide. Instead of Quaver links, the lesson titles or instructions will reference CharacterStrong. While the format is consistent to reduce confusion, be sure to take note of the platform listed so you can access and prep the correct lesson materials if applicable. Now, this slide represents a CharacterStrong week specifically for grades 1 through 5. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at how to use CharacterStrong and what the lessons may look like once you've clicked on your grade level link in the scope and sequence. When you click your grade level on the slide or document, you'll be taken directly to the CharacterStrong lesson page for that week. This page contains the full week's SEL content. To plan your daily instruction, scroll down the page to view the full breakdown of the lesson, and it should look like this. This gives an example of the week's breakdown in CharacterStrong. Once you scroll down on the page, you'll see the daily structure labeled clearly. Each day of the week includes a specific type of activity and focus and the same structure which supports routines and makes planning easier. So what you will see is on Monday represents your start day. This is where you kick off the week with a short video or prompt that introduces the weekly theme. Your Tuesdays are your connect days. This is where you build relational skills through a group or partner activity. Focus on empathy or perspective taking. Wednesdays are our grow days. This is where you engage in a deeper exploration of the week's SEL content, often including a reflection or a discussion. Thursdays are reserved for Respond. This is where you give students a chance to respond creatively or personally to what they've learned so far. On Fridays, we exit. Close out the week with a wrap-up or reflection to reinforce the week's learning. This daily rhythm helps students know what to expect and gives a solid framework for integrating SEL into your classroom routine. Once you've completed the SEL lesson with your class, the next very important step is to mark that the lesson has been delivered. This step is critical because it allows the district to track SEL implementation progress, and it provides verification that you've delivered the lesson to your students. Now, here's how to do it. After completing the lesson, look at the bottom left corner of the screen. You'll see an option labeled Class. If this is your first time delivering a lesson, you'll be prompted to add a class. Just click on the plus button, type in the name of the class, and hit Save. Once your class is saved, go to the bottom right corner of the screen and click the Delivered button. And that's it. From this point forward, every time you teach a lesson, you simply need to scroll to the bottom of the screen, select your class if needed, and hit Delivered. Please remember to do this every single time you complete an SEL lesson with your class in CharacterStrong. This small step really plays a big role in helping us to measure our collective impact and support SEL growth across campuses. Just a quick note, you will only be required to do this in CharacterStrong because in Quaver, it automatically tracks the implementation. If for any reason or at any time you need a quick refresher or a visual walkthrough of the delivered button process, we've got you covered with that. You could go ahead and click on the link in this slide to watch a short CharacterStrong video that shows you exactly how to mark a lesson as delivered from start to finish. And that's it. So definitely want to thank you for your time and your attention. And we hope that these slides were clear, informative, and helpful in preparing you to implement social and emotional learning using Quaver and CharacterStrong throughout the school year. As you begin this new year, remember that SEL is not just another initiative. It's about creating safe, supportive spaces where students can thrive socially, emotionally, and academically. Your role in delivering these lessons with care and consistency truly makes a difference in the lives of your students. We're here to support your every step in this process, and we wish you a positive, impactful, and successful year ahead.